And I realized I haven't really done like an update video yet. I just posted a couple things before, and so now I'm like, okay, I need to do a update video. So it has been a very long time since I've actually posted on YouTube. Sorry, I'm turning down. I'm actually watching YouTube as I'm filming a video. Anyway, I'm filming on my phone. My current camera is fine. It's just my computer is super slow at editing, so I'm just gonna use my phone. Anyway, I have so much to update you all on. So before when I was still vlogging almost like well, not constantly, it was like every year or so. But anyway, I was working at the good food store, and about last summer, so summer 2017, I realized I needed a change. Like I no longer enjoyed my job at all. Like I was extremely stressed, and I did not like the environment with my coworkers. Some of my coworkers I definitely did not get along with, and I just did not want to be in that toxic environment anymore. Definitely was not my ideal situation, and so I was getting really depressed and like not knowing what to do. And one of my good friends, my good friend Ashley, was like, you know, Rosa, and she'd been talking to me about this for a while, and I was like, I don't know. And she finally was like, Rosa, they're always hiring paras, which short for paraprofessionals, at the school that I work at. You should do it. And I'm like, I don't know. I was like, I don't know. I don't have a degree in education. She's like, no, like they don't, like they just want people to come, like they train you. They'll train you how to do it. They'll train you. Like, just try it. And I'm like, okay. So I looked, and they were hiring, and so I applied, and I was really nervous, and because I wanted to change. And when I did it, when I got hired, like it just felt like there was this huge weight lifted off my shoulders, and also made me realize like I'm going to be helping so many people, or so many kiddos who have special needs or who need extra assistance with things. And so I quit Good Food Store in July of last year and have never looked back. I don't miss it. I do miss the people that I met working there. Like I miss the customers who I got to see like on daily, and now it's not like that anymore. But anyway, I wanted to talk. My current job is a paraprofessional. I work with special needs kids, which is a range from, you know, like if a kiddo has autism to behavioral needs. Like it's a huge range of kiddos, and I honestly, we don't get the same kids every year, and that's fine. And I honestly have loved my job. Like this is my second year, and I keep falling in love with it every day that I get to work with these kiddos. Summers are hard because I don't get to see them because obviously school's out. But it's so great to watch them progress through the school year. And so that is my current job. I also, in spring of 2018, I decided to pick up another job to help make ends meet. Which I also love, which is baking. I work at a bakery. However, it was getting kind of hard because I work late nights at the bakery and have to come to school the next day after, you know, maybe, because I don't sleep, I get really restless at night, and so if I get to sleep later, I'm even more restless. So I definitely had some issues trying to like figure out my sleep situation, and even still dealing with that. And so I've decided to join MONAT, which is a couple of videos that you have probably watched, is me doing some MONAT tutorials, and I honestly love it. And my why for working with them is so that I can continue my passion for working with kids with special needs. That is why I have joined MONAT. I'm hoping that it can supplement my income that my bakery job has done, so I'm hoping to supplement MONAT stuff for that. And yeah, so that's work. There's a lot of other stuff. Oh, November 2017, November 2017, it had to be actually like mid-October, maybe. Mid-October, end of October 2017, after getting this job, I realized I was like, okay, I feel like everything is there, but I'm missing something. And that missing puzzle piece for me, which I know it's not always talked about a lot on YouTube or a lot of places, but was God. Like I realized like what I was missing was my connection to God and to a church body. And so I had talked to one of my good friends who is also my upline. So she brought me into the church along with bringing me into MONAT. And so I had asked her, she had invited me one time to church, but a couple times to the different events. And I always was like, sure, I'll go. I went to one and I had fun, but I was like, I don't know. And so then I remember I had texted her like, hey, can I talk to you? And she's like, sure. And then I was like, hey, can I talk to you about church? She's like, sure. And so then I asked her if I could go. She's like, of course. And I started studying the Bible in early November. And then I got baptized in January 7th, 2018. So my spiritual birthday is next month, which is amazing. I can't believe it's already been a year since I was baptized. It's honestly been a very interesting year for me spiritually. I feel like I'm growing so much in my spirituality and learning so much about God and like all of the different things. I'm actually working with when you enter the church, when you get baptized, you get a disciple buddy. And sorry, my water bottle is being knocked over. Ugh, my water bottle. Oh goodness. Okay. My disciple buddy is one of the girls that I study the Bible with, and she's amazing. I love her to death. She's like a sister. But anyway, she and I this is what's also helping with my spirituality is she and I and another sister, actually those two started it, and then I had asked her, I was like, hey, I want to do it too. We are working on conviction binders. This is just, I don't have anything that says conviction binder on here, but this is my conviction binder. I have different topics that I want to work on, like one of my main ones, because I am a very opinionated and fiery, fierce person. However, I also will tend to have a short fuse, so I tend to get angry. Well, I have a longer fuse now. I was an only child, and then I had lived with roommates, so I definitely have a longer fuse. But anyway, one of my main focuses is anger, and then I have patience and anxiety, because sometimes I have really bad anxiety, and then pride, because I'm also really prideful. So there's like those are a few of the topics that I'm also working on. I'm trying to think. I'm just trying to give you an update, giving you all an update of my life. And then, what else? Oh, yes. I changed the name of this blog. It is no longer College Graduate Now What? It is now called The Unlikely Runner. And why, you ask? Because I run now. I know, it's weird. If you know me personally, you know I do not like running. 2 years ago, I started CrossFit, and I hated any of the running workouts, and now I run, and I love it, and I also love doing CrossFit. So I had a little health scare back in April where I thought I was going to have an appendix rupture, and I was like, oh my gosh, like, what is going on? What is this? I freaked out because I was like, I have never faced a major health crisis like this, like one that required surgery. I was terrified. I didn't know what was going on. And it really made me like get my life into check. And so I decided, like, you know what? I am going to register to run the Missoula Marathon 5K. Don't worry, it wasn't the marathon. It wasn't 26.2 miles. It was 5K, which to me at the time was a daunting task. I remember I started training. My first day of training, I remember the workout was 30 seconds of running plus a minute of walking, and like you switch that for like, you do that 8 times. I remember running for 30 seconds and I was like, this is painful. My lungs are bleeding. What is this? Why? And then I remember I got to do my first ever timed 5K, and I remember crossing that finish line. Like, I never had run before. I've never been an athletic person. It was never competitive. And I remember crossing that finish line like I remember getting close to that finish line and almost like I was like, okay, I'm gonna start crying. Like I'm just gonna be emotional, and I crossed it, and I just felt like my eyes getting welled up. I feel them doing it now, but I just remember being like, oh my gosh. And then I saw my parents and I hugged them, and then I realized I was like, I didn't even get my medal to finish. So I had to turn back around and be like, I'm so sorry, I forgot to get my medal. I finished, I promise. And so I finished, and it was amazing, and I love it. And I ran the Diva Day 5K with one of my good friends who had never really run before. So we were like long distances at least, and so we ran that. And then I did the pumpkin run, which was also a 5K in October. And then I just did the Turkey Day 8K, which 8Ks are 4.9 miles. I just say 5 miles. And I did pretty decent with that. I think my time was like 56 something. And that was dealing also with hip pain that I have still been dealing with. It's not as bad, which is really good. But yeah, I've been running, and I actually just over Thanksgiving, my parents gifted me, I asked them if they would be willing to pay half of my registration for the marathon, or half marathon, and they said sure. So I am going to start training for the Missoula half marathon in February. In February. I'll probably start training in February just to get me prepared, because the half marathon and marathon are earlier this year, or in 2019 than they have been. It's actually going to be like last week of June or last weekend in June instead of first or second weekend in July, which is going to be really nice, I think. Won't be as hot, hopefully, fingers crossed. So I'm so excited for that. I think the most amounts, like the biggest mileage I've run is 6.5 miles. So I'm gonna have a lot of training to do. 13.1 miles, like what? Which means I also have to get my food in check, which is real hard, because I just made a really good hash brown like breakfast bake. I was like, I'm gonna have like maybe 2 pieces and then be done. I ate half the thing. Half of it. It was good. I mean, I don't regret it, but I ate half. So I'm like, okay, package the rest up. It's going to be breakfast for the next couple days. That's fine. But anyway, that's like on my health. So yeah, it's been a very interesting, it's been a very long time since I've updated. So yeah, so on here, I will be talking about my journey of running. Once training starts, I will probably be trying to post weekly, if not twice a week, talking about how I'm training. It's definitely something that I never thought I would be doing, which is running. I never thought I'd be running. I never thought I was a runner. My dad is one of my best friends, and he used to run. And when I told him I was running, he's like, "You running? Really? Really?" And when I crossed that finish line, he is so proud of me. And I mean, he's proud of me anyway, because I've, been working, doing a tough job, doing a lot of things, but he, it's so funny. It's like he talks to his friends after the marathon. He's like, "I'm telling my friends how you did awesome on your first ever 5K. I told my friends how you did on your Turkey Day." It's like he's able to kind of brag about my sports prowess, which I definitely don't have, but he also said he's running vicariously through me. He used to run, I think, 5 to 6 miles a day in his early 20s, and when he was younger, and he now, after his second double hip replacement, he had double hip replacement in his 30s, maybe 40s. No, had to be 50s. Sorry, it was his 50s. And then he had to have both hips replaced again almost 20 years later. No, it was in his 30s. Sorry, it was in his 30s, because it was almost 40 years later that he had to get another hip replacement. And he used to walk, after his hip replacements, he would walk probably 4 to 5 miles every day. And now he barely is able to walk. And he still walks. He gets around, but it's not as easy for him. So he pretty much told me, he's like, "I'm running vicariously through you." And I'm like, that is okay. my plan for the half marathon is I want to get 2 pins printed up, one of my mom and one of my dad, and just pretty much be like I'm running with my parents, and hopefully not lose them on the run, but we'll see. But yeah, I will try to keep you guys updated on my week. I'll try to post weekly. I don't know the post dates yet, but I will try to post weekly. I'll probably be uploading really quick videos of the MONAT products that I use, or tutorials or whatever. Maybe a couple of like skin products that I've been using, because I found some amazing stuff that I love using. I'm not turning into a beauty guru by any means. Like, I went to a friend's holiday party and I was like putting on makeup, like, I think this is how you do it. I think this is how you do I almost said eyelash stuff, but mascara. See, I'm not a beauty guru. Like, I just went and bought mascara for the first time in 4 years, maybe 3. I don't buy makeup. Like, I have Bare Minerals stuff from like 4 or 5 years ago, which I used on my face, which I know you beauty gurus out there or you people on the internet will tell me you shouldn't use makeup past a certain date. I know, but I was too poor to go buy new makeup. I had my friend, one of my friends treated me to that mascara, that $9 mascara. I got the L'Oreal Lash Paradise, which I hear is a dupe to a really fancy Too Faced mascara. So I was like, oh, I'll do it. I'll happily buy it. Or I'm happy she bought it. I was ready to buy it myself. She's like, no, I'll buy it. Like, she even helped me get an eyelash curler, which I really appreciated. Which I was like, how do people not pinch their eyelids? Anyway, I wanted to give a quick update, which this is now longer than I had planned, but I wanted to give you guys an update about how my life is going, what my life is like, and yeah, I can't wait to share more of my life with you guys and discuss things and talk about things, and once I get my convictions binder done, maybe share some stuff from in here that I love. Like, I mean, I do have a couple scriptures in here that I'm loving to help me control my anger, to help me through when those moments where I'm feeling really angry. Like, there are moments in here, those are things in here that will help me through that. So yeah, I hope that you all have a great night and enjoy the rest of your weekend, because hey, you know, it's December, it's winter time, it's close to the holidays, which means more family time, which if you have a tough time with family on the holidays, please, I do not mind if you reach out and say, hey, I'm having a tough time, because I get it. I used to be there. Sometimes, like, depending on certain family members really got to me. So please, if you are having a tough time with holidays, like, reach out to a friend, reach out. If you need to, reach out to me. Just reach out. So, and I will post my information, like my Instagram account, which you can follow me on Instagram, in the link below, and my link to my MONAT website as well below. And yeah, have a great night, guys. Enjoy your weekend. I'm now gonna go and watch some fun YouTube videos. I love watching different random series and stuff on YouTube, so that's what I'm doing. Bye.